Welcome to the channel. In the last video of the series, we explored the Bitcoin core interface basics. Today, we're diving deeper into how you can actually query the Bitcoin blockchain to verify transactions yourself. By the end of this video, you'll understand the three main components of the Bitcoin software, how to use each one, and how Bitcoin nodes communicate with each other across the network. If you find this tutorial helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support more content like this. Leave any questions in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Let's get started. The Bitcoin software consists of three main components. First, let's talk about Bitcoin D or the Bitcoin daemon. When you run Bitcoin D, it operates a full node in the background. It validates and relays transactions across the network. It maintains a complete copy of the blockchain, and it provides a JSON RPC remote procedure call server for client and server communication, where we can invoke methods to query the blockchain. I'll take you through this in a second. You'll typically use Bitcoin D when you need continuous Bitcoin network interaction, especially on servers. Next up is the CLI, the Bitcoin CLI, which is a command line interface that you can use to query the blockchain from your terminal. And finally, there's Bitcoin Qt, which is the Bitcoin core graphical user interface that we went over in the previous video. Now let's understand how a Bitcoin node connects to other nodes in the network from a high level. So when a new Bitcoin node starts up, it needs to find other nodes. The software comes with hard-coded addresses of reliable seed nodes that serve as an entry point to the network. The software also performs DNS seeding when you run your node, where it queries specific DNS servers like the ones in this list here to get a list of IP addresses of other Bitcoin nodes. Once connected to these initial nodes, it asks them for addresses of other nodes they know about. Once your node is connected, information then spreads through the network like gossip. When a node receives new information, like a transaction, it passes it on to its connected peers. And this peer discovery and gossip protocol approach is essential to Bitcoin's decentralized architecture, allowing the network to function without any central coordination point. Now, in my terminal, to use the Bitcoin CLI, I can simply type bitcoin-CLI along with a specific command. To get some blockchain information, I can simply run bitcoin-CLI get blockchain info. But as you can see, this fails because the Bitcoin D that starts up the node and keeps it running in the background is not launched. I'll go ahead and launch the Bitcoin daemon and run the command again. I'll keep the Bitcoin D running in this terminal session and open a new window to run the Bitcoin CLI command. As you can see, the command now goes through and returns the blockchain info. Just a note, if your node is still syncing with the network, then give your node some time to get up to date with the latest blockchain info. What you see here is a short summary of the blockchain running on my machine with the latest block ID. Using the block ID provided in this JSON, I can further query the blockchain to get the transactions that are part of this block and also get previous block of transactions. Now let's try and query the blockchain from Postman. I'll go ahead and set up a new collection and some environment variables to store the host and port that my node is running on. The node host will be localhost and the port is 8332. I'll also need to set a password. I'll go over how to do that shortly. We'll also need to pass a JSON body with the specific method we want to run against our node. In this case, get blockchain info. Set the request headers as well and auth credentials. The username and password will need to be defined in the Bitcoin config file. We'll set that up in a sec. This is the JSON body for the get blockchain info command that we ran previously using the CLI. To define the username and password, edit the file bitcoin.conf in home/.bitcoin directory. Create one if it doesn't exist. The file contains the following variables: RPC user, RPC password, RPC port, server set to 1, and RPC allow IP, pointing to the local host. These are variables and credentials I've set in Postman as well. I'll need to restart Bitcoin D after saving the file and then test my Postman request. And the request returns the same response, just like the CLI command we ran earlier. And that wraps up this part of the series. You now understand the three main components of the Bitcoin software and how nodes communicate across this remarkable decentralized network. If you found this tutorial helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for the next video. Cheers.